Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to solve problem number 3121. Count the number of special characters part 2. So yesterday we have solved part 1 of this problem, that is LeetCode 3120. Count the number of special characters part 1. So now today I'm going to solve part 2 of this problem. So here let's read the problem statement first. You are given a string word. A letter C is called special if it appears both in a lowercase and uppercase in a word. Same like part 1. But here there is a difference. And every lowercase occurrence of C appears before the first uppercase occurrence of C. So every lowercase occurrence of C appears before the first uppercase occurrence of C. We have to return the number of special letters in a word. So here if you see the constant size, so word dot length is from 1 to 2 into 10 to the power 5, and word consists of only lowercase and uppercase English letters. So here if you see this example number 1, so we have something like this: lowercase a, then capital A, then lowercase b, lowercase c, then uppercase B, uppercase C, right? All right. So here see, the first occurrence of capital A is here. First occurrence of capital A is here. First occurrence. And the last occurrence of small a, lowercase a, is here. Last occurrence. So this last occurrence of small a is less than the first occurrence of capital A. So this is a special character, right? This is what it's saying, right? Every lowercase occurrence of C appears. Every lowercase occurrence of C appears before the first uppercase occurrence of C, right? Done. First uppercase occurrence of letter B is here, and the last occurrence of small b is here. So this is also a special character. First occurrence of capital C is here, and the last occurrence of C is here. So here also LO is less than this FO. So this is also a special character. So the special characters are A, B, and C. That's it. Now here let me just add a few more things in the same example only. So let's say you have A, B, C, and here if we have A. Tell me the output of this one. Think about it. So here A, B, and C, right? That's what we are checking here. So first occurrence of capital A is here, and the last occurrence of small a is here. So definitely this is not a special character, right? B is a special character. C is a special character. So the output of this one is going to be 2, right? Clear this part? Okay, let's do a few more things now. Let's say I have something like this: A, B, C, and then here capital A. What is going to be the output of this one? So first occurrence of capital A is here, and the last occurrence of small a is here. So this is good. A is correct. B is also correct. C is also correct. So the output of this one is 3. All right, let's see a few more examples now. A, B, C, A. Now tell me the output of this one. A, B, C. So here the first occurrence of capital A is here, last occurrence of small a is here. So this is not true, right? B is true. I'm not changing anything here. C is also true. So output of this one is also 2. That's it. So I hope that you guys are clear with these examples now. So that's what we need to do, right? We need to know about the last lower occurrence of a character, and we also need to know the first upper occurrence of a character. So we have lower characters from A to Z. So I will create one array of 26 size, and uppercase characters also we have from A to Z. So I will create one first upper named array of 26 size. And here in this last lower, right, I'm finding the last position, right, last position of this lower character, right? So it can be very big, right? It can be very big, right? So here I will initialize all values equal to -1, right? It's the smallest value I have given here, right? -1. All right, here I need to know the first upper, first. So here A is at some bigger index, here is A is at a lower index, but I need lower, right? So here what I will do, I will give the infinity value, right? So that simply means here in the first upper I need to give a min value, so by default I'm giving the max value. Here I need to give the max value, so by default initially I'm giving the -1 value, right? Because in the last lower, right, I have to fill the max value, here I have to fill the min value. So that's how we do, right? That's how we initialize the arrays. All right, then I will just iterate over this array and I will update the positions of the last layer. Like for this A, we have A, B, C up to Z. For this A, I will give 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I will give 7 here, right? This is the last index where we have seen this A. Same way for capital A, B, C up to Z. So here capital A, where I'm seeing the last time, here first occurrence. No, here we are giving first occurrence, right? So we have to give 2 here, right? Here if you see in this example 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So here I will give 2 only, right? The first occurrence of capital A. Here I'm storing the last occurrence of lowercase a. So this is how I'm going to fill these two arrays. And once all this is done, then it's very easy now. Then it's very easy. Okay, so here first I am going to make sure that the last lower value of any particular character is not equal to -1, and the first upper value of any particular character is not equal to infinity, right? Let's suppose if I am checking for A, so at this particular A position I don't want small a value to be -1 and capital A value to be infinity. That simply means that these characters are not occurring in my string. I didn't update the values here in the last lower and first upper, right? So I have to make sure of that, right? Clear? One thing that we need to take care, and other thing I need to take care here is the last lower value that I'm getting here, it should be smaller than this value, right? 7 is less than 2. That simply means that it's a valid case. Then I'm just going to do the count plus plus. That's it. This is what we need to do. Okay, that's it. This is what we need to do here, right? Now let's write the code and understand. So very easy. Whatever I explained, I will do the same thing here. So first create two arrays, last lower, and here size new int 26. Now just copy this. This is for last lower, and here create one more array and just name it as first upper. First, and here you can say upper. So now we have to just initialize. So here you have to write arrays dot fill, and here you have to write last lower value and just give -1 here, and here you have to write arrays dot fill. Here just give first upper value, and here you have to fill all the values of this particular array with max. So here you can write integer dot max underscore value. Done. And then after that, here you have to store what? You have to store the last occurrence of lowercase and first occurrence of uppercase. This is what you need to store. So here you can run one loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less than word dot length, and here I plus plus char ch. Here you can say word dot char at I And here if the character is lowercase, so character ch value is greater than this, right? And the ASCII value I'm comparing, and ch value is less than equal to the ASCII value of this z, right? So in that case we have to just update the last lower. And since I am just moving forward, and in last lower I need to store the last occurrence, so here I can simply write ch minus a value, okay, is nothing but equal to I. So I'm updating it every time. Whereas in this case, for first upper, what I need to do in this first upper, I have to store the first occurrence, right? So here I will just store the math dot min of, here if I have already seen this in the past, right? So that will be the minimum value, right? Or here I value I will give. That's it. So this is done. This is what we need to do here. All right. Now here create one variable int answer is equal to 0. And now when it is going to be valid, so it is going to be valid if your lower case exists, upper case exists, right? And every lower case comes before first uppercase, correct? So here I'm going to run one loop, int I is equal to 0, I is less than 26, here I plus plus, and here inside this I will simply write if lower case of I value, it should not be equal to -1 by default, right? And upper case, lowercase, why I'm writing lowercase here, it should be this, no, last lower. All right, last lower, okay, here this be first upper value at this I index, it should not be equal to what, this integer dot max underscore value. So let me go here and write it, integer dot max underscore value. And all these conditions must be satisfied, right? So your last lower of I value, it should be less than equal to, it should be less than this is the first upper of I value, correct? So in this case what you need to do, you have to do answer plus plus, and here in the end you have to simply return answer. That's it. Now let's run the code and see if there any code issue. We'll try to fix that. So yes, there are some issues, so let's fix that. So here if you see what we are doing, first upper ch minus, why I'm writing this, it should be capital A, right? For this, let's run it again. So see, all the test cases has been passed. All right, so now let's create few more test cases. So here in this, let me add just simple capital A, and in this let me add small a, and in this let's add capital A. So case for, I guess it is like this, end with BC, and okay, I need small a, okay, this is nothing but this case BCA, right? So BCA, and this is small a, and this is BC, small a and capital A, small a and capital A, right? Okay, let's see. So case 4 is ending with capital A. So for this one output is 3, BCA. All right. Now case 5 is ending with small a, output is 2. Ending with small a, output is 2. Case 6 is ending with A and then capital A, output is 2. A and capital A, output is 2. That's it, right? All right. Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is safety, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem. And if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys next video. Thank you. Bye bye.